This is a story some Florida lawmakers may not want you to see.
No one should never experience this.
No, sir.
Children with severe disabilities and a state government that leaves them behind.
It's horrific, but honestly not surprising.
Through a combination of mistakes,
We have all been wrongly denied, yeah.
a wait list that can last a lifetime,
A 10-year wait list, and sometimes it's even longer for a terminally ill child.
and funds allocated to help that never get spent.
Children die on the wait list.
For more than 20 years, we've documented the blunders,
It doesn't even make sense.
the fallout,
You can't control a psychotic break.
and the life-threatening disasters.
Broke his skull in 5 places. He broke his back in 5 places.
Now see what it could cost taxpayers.
It's such a dangerously stupid thing that they were doing.
And the growing toll on families in crisis.
It's as if you're being kicked over a cliff and you're on a free fall.
Just rocking back and forth, silently crying. It's not like I'm not trying to get services. It's not like I'm not trying to do what I need to do to get help. There just isn't any.
Okay. Relax. Oh, you want these blocks? Oh. And here's your book when you're ready to write.
London Clay is paralyzed.
So we got that done.
Her brain did not fully develop.
What are you doing? You're putting the blocks in the bag. Good girl.
Under Florida law, her mother, Natasha, is supposed to have a choice. Send her daughter to a Medicaid-funded institution or receive a waiver for nursing and support services tailored to London's needs at home.
Right here. I told you I was washing the dishes. Oh.
Like many parents, Natasha chose to keep her at home.
Oh, you're cute. What?
But they've been stuck since London was born.
There you go.
They're trapped on the state's wait list.
Yeah, go ahead, play.
And Natasha has been straining and struggling. We first met them in 2024.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
After our first interview,
This is too much.
Natasha had a stroke.
You got it. You don't need me.
Thankfully, she survived, but her health has declined. A tumor has enlarged her abdomen, fluid surrounds her heart, and the lingering effects of the stroke remain.
We're figuring it out every day as we go.
London is now 15, and she is still on the state's wait list.
She's disabled. She's growing. She's heavier.
For as long as her body allowed, Natasha balanced work and the demands of caring for London.
I stay out of trouble. I keep my daughter good. She's a happy person. She loves life herself. She's gonna be, the most cared for child.
But after the stroke, Natasha lost her job. Desperate, she filed an emergency crisis claim with the state, hoping to bypass the wait list. But the state denied it. According to the government, her situation did not qualify as a crisis. London's health had not declined, and they still had their home.
I'm thinking, how do you make this make sense?
Then, just before Christmas of 2025, the eviction came. They lost their apartment, and with it, nearly everything they owned.
There was plenty left. I could not lift it. I had nobody else to help me move.
She managed to save one of London's favorite dolls and a few blocks kept by the side of the bed. And this is not their new home. Someone is letting them stay here temporarily.
I would have resorted to needing to sleep in the car.
London is still enrolled at her school in Tampa.
Oh, with ice cream.
But this temporary shelter is in Fort Myers. To keep her daughter in school, Natasha drains her temporary assistance for needy families on gas, driving more than 300 miles a day.
Well, it depends on traffic, so we're about 5 hours.
You're spending 5 hours a day in a car.
160 miles.
Each way?
Each way, yes. So we got about 320.
Pushing Natasha to her physical limit.
That's so heartbreaking to know that I may not be able to take her for a walk today. Even if I tell her, she doesn't understand why. I know why. I'm unable to move.
Their plight reveals the hidden cost of the state's backlog.
The caregiver suffers.
Here's your book.
And the steep challenge she and others face convincing the state they are in crisis.
Peekaboo, I see you.
In Carrollwood, we met Deanie Sidney and her daughter Madison.
Say hello.
Madison is blind, hearing impaired, and lives with rare conditions that affect her brain. They too were trapped on the wait list. Without state support, Deanie became a full-time caregiver, while her husband Marvin bagged groceries to keep the family afloat.
And one of his minimum wage paychecks from bagging groceries was $20 over the traditional Medicaid limit. And they cut us off.
Then Marvin died. Medicaid was reinstated, but Madison was simply placed back on the same wait list. Deanie exhausted herself and broke under the strain.
I signed myself into a mental hospital, inpatient.
Meaning it took a crisis to get the home-based support that could have prevented the crisis and saved taxpayers.
Think of how much money you would have saved, because they had to pay for my inpatient stay, the aftercare from the inpatient stay, all the medication I take for the injuries.
The Olive family in St. Petersburg also applied for crisis.
You have to be in like a dire, unsafe situation. And even then, you still might not get off the wait list.
Hey, Ben, let's go up a slide.
Bennett Olive has a rare gene disorder that delays his development.
We have to blend all his food for him and feed him.
Whoa.
Diapering, all the things you would do as like a newborn mom, I still have to do with my 10-year-old.
He's gone through 6 surgeries to keep him alive and has intense seizures that have lasted for hours.
And right now we've been on the wait list for 7 years with no idea when we could possibly get off.
And hurricanes disrupted their business, brought down their income, and put them in forbearance on their mortgage.
Therein comes the crisis. If we don't keep our house, we might be homeless.
But the Olive family had something else, a news camera crew. After we aired investigative reports on Bennett in 2025, the state approved their crisis claim, finally providing the home support he needs. The state has not explained why families in similar peril like Natasha Clay are rejected.
I don't know what I did to get here.
Though it's a small sample size, we do see a correlation between public exposure and results. In 2025, we repeatedly aired segments featuring the Olive family. During that same time, Natasha suffered her stroke in silence.
My mouth would not move. The words would not come out.
She felt too ill to sit for an interview before the state denied her crisis claim.
I don't even know how I got here.
She plans to file another crisis claim and wait.
It's tough. It's really tough. No one should never experience this. No one.
In the next chapter of our series, we'll reveal more than $1 billion intended to help these families that the state administration has not spent. For years, we've tracked the fallout of a broken system. Across Florida, London Clay and 16,000 others are going without the services they are legally qualified to receive. How long have you been on this waiting list?
17 years and 2 days.
In 2024, we followed J.J. Holmes from his home in Seminole County to the state capitol. We documented the daily reality of his basic needs.
It's getting him out of bed, dressing him, feeding him, showering him, toileting him, shaving him, every single thing. feeding him can take an hour.
We also traveled to the Capitol with Stephanie Norton.
We had a crisis.
Her family's wait for assistance ended in disaster. While waiting for state help, her autistic son Logan fell from a second-story window.
Broke his skull in 5 places. He broke his back in 5 places. His arms were sticking outside of his skin. He had blood, swelling, and air on the brain, punctured lungs, broken ribs.
Stephanie filed a crisis claim to get Logan off the wait list. They eventually received home-based services, but it took more than a year after Logan's fall for that help to arrive.
Logan waited 385 days to get services into the home.
And as we covered JJ and Stephanie's stories and aired their meetings with state lawmakers, it caught their attention.
This is not me who put this bill on the agenda. It was JJ. Because without his effort and without Stephanie and her family's efforts explaining it to us and pushing us, it may not be here. So
the legislature acted, passing a bill to remove J.J. Holmes and roughly 300 others off the wait list.
It is totally about time we really make sure we're taking care of our most vulnerable.
And we're going to do whatever the heck we have to do to make it happen.
But the momentum was fleeting. The legislature's attention quickly fractured, drawn to other issues that get more engagement on social media.
Working to end all vaccine mandates in Florida law.
Take your fake lab-grown meat elsewhere.
This bill basically bans weather modification in the state of Florida.
Could this bill also be used to cite a UFO?
Meanwhile, thousands of Floridians with severe developmental disabilities wait.
We have JJ on the House floor, on the Senate floor. Everyone is like, thank you so much for bringing awareness. And it's still not done.
In the first half of 2026, the wait list still holds more than 16,000 names. Many have been waiting for most or all of their lives.
I know of a family here in Tallahassee whose son has been on the wait list probably 20 years by this point.
Which means he's been stuck since Jeb Bush was governor. Bush inherited a wait list decades ago and made a promise to end it.
And talk to parents who feared nothing more than having their disabled child outlive them and become a ward of an uncaring state.
He kept that promise. By more than tripling funding for home-based services, Bush cleared the backlog.
And in elevating their lives, I actually found out that we elevated the lives of all Floridians.
Bush acted under legal pressure. Parents had sued the state, and the funding increase was part of the settlement.
People's needs were met.
When Tom Nurse's daughter Shelby finally received home-based services, it allowed Tom to earn more income.
I was on the verge of losing our home.
It changed Shelby's life.
My daughter doesn't crawl, walk, stand up, roll over, get a drink of water, dress herself, eat without assistance. Yet she has a master's in rehab and mental health counseling. She is now working in the field helping other people with disabilities be able to seek employment.
But the wait list began to redevelop before Bush left office. Then, under Governors Charlie Crist and Rick Scott, the Great Recession shrank state revenues and the wait list expanded. And when the economy recovered,
we have nearly $3 billion more revenues than projected expenses this year.
The wait list remained. At the same time, state leaders began accumulating unprecedented financial reserves.
We're in great financial shape. We have surpluses. We have the ability to do what we need to do.
Year after year, the surpluses grew.
Florida's accumulated a record budget surplus.
We continue to follow JJ in 2026 to legislative meetings across Florida as he advocates for those left behind.
When Governor DeSantis said you have so much money, y'all don't know what to do with it. In fact, listen to him for yourself.
We've got a big budget surplus. I don't need the money. You guys save your money. I don't know what to do with all this money. A surplus is so big.
Sir, this is a problem.
Thank you for listening to me.
The Agency for Persons with Disabilities, part of the DeSantis administration, has historically attributed the backlog to a lack of dedicated funding from the legislature. But the agency has received funds allocated specifically for home-based services that it has not spent.
And this is built up over a number of years now.
Jim DeBogren directed the agency under Governors Bush and Crist. He helped us track hundreds of millions of dollars flowing to APD. Money that was never used. It's a rolling surplus, compounding with each passing year.
The number in that lump sum is currently at $456 million.
If you add a federal match, how much would it be?
If you add the federal match, it comes close to $1.1 billion. It's $1,066,000. You want to get more precise with it.
More than $1 billion, money appropriated for therapy, nursing, and care for Florida's most vulnerable citizens, remaining untouched.
For even just a fraction of that, we could probably do a lot of good for a lot of people.
It's funding designed to keep individuals in their homes, preventing institutionalization, a system that costs taxpayers significantly more per patient.
It was the difference between $100,000 a year to less than $60,000 a year.
While the funds sit idle, parents exhaust themselves as they wait, pushing some like Deanie Sidney to the breaking point.
You can't control a psychotic break.
As the surplus intended to serve them continues to grow.
Children die on the wait list. What are we doing? The money is sitting there. $1 billion unspent on people who need care. It's unfathomable.
$360 million is being recommended to revert and reappropriate this year, when we've appropriated an average of $88 million over the past 4 years to pull people off the wait list.
At committee hearings in 2025, state lawmakers asked APD to explain why it was leaving hundreds of millions of dollars unspent.
More than one time, I never got the answers that I thought were appropriate for that.
Did they give you a thought process, reasoning?
You know what, I don't recall now. No, I don't think we did. No, I don't think we did.
The agency points to recent progress in 2026. APD reduced the wait list from roughly 20,000 to around 16,000. But families who were stuck in the backlog, and many already receiving services, say that reduction needs context.
We have all been wrongly denied, yeah.
Sarah Goldman has cerebral palsy and lives on her own in Tallahassee. She escaped the wait list by filing an emergency crisis claim in 2014.
And so without the care, I cannot get out of bed in the morning, can't get dressed, and was going to be essentially homeless, not living with my family. And so that was the reason we were able to get me off.
The home-based services enable her to work, pay taxes, and volunteer.
I mean, we would be going backwards about 60 plus years for people with disabilities to be back in institutions.
But in the past year, as the wait list began to tick down, something else happened. Longtime recipients like Sarah Goldman were abruptly dropped.
And how am I supposed to go to work, be a tax-paying citizen, and contribute to society when I don't have these services?
She appealed the decision to cut off her Medicaid and with it the iBudget waiver, which provides her essential home-based support.
We would sit on hold for about 3 hours. And then once you got to somebody, they would not even know what you were talking about. And so they would say, call back later, try again later.
She won her appeal, but was dropped again, twice in the past 2 years.
Paperwork fails. People don't know how to code computers.
That's 2 successful appeals due to repeated systemic errors.
The systems do not talk to each other, and the agencies don't talk to each other. So you have DCF, you have APD, and you have ACA. They did not know that I was on the iBudget waiver.
So they kicked you off of the waiver because they didn't know you were on the waiver?
Yes.
And how could they kick you off it if they didn't know you were on it?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, I know.
Sarah Goldman is not alone. Others like Chatikwa Pinkston share similar stories of being suddenly dropped.
It was a mix-up.
A bureaucratic mix-up that is not easily fixed.
It took me a few months.
A few months?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have had people that have been dropped numerous times.
Melissa Mazeda is a support coordinator. Her agency assists people with disabilities who get approved.
And we're talking about folks that have lifelong developmental disabilities, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, spina bifida, autism, and those are not disabilities that ever go away.
How, to the best of your knowledge or estimation, can they be getting dropped if they already clearly qualify for Medicaid by virtue of their circumstances and conditions?
Yeah, that's a great question. Let me know when you get the answer to that.
Researchers at the University of Miami found a marked increase in terminations among those already approved and in denials for new applicants.
Claims denied based on minor technicalities, based on testimony of the agency's own experts who had never evaluated or met the applicant.
The researchers found that treating psychologists had their professional opinions discounted or reinterpreted. And the study concludes that Florida uses non-standard and outdated definitions of disabilities.
The current system unfairly and arbitrarily excludes people from iBudget eligibility.
The state recently denied more than 5,000 applicants. Of 100 who appealed, 98 lost. And the research team's coders could not find any meaningful distinctions between the 2 that prevailed and the 98 that did not.
It's just games that the agency is playing with people's lives. And that's one of the games that they can play. Oh, you're no longer eligible. We'll deny and deny and deny until you get tired of waiting and you go away.
In the course of our investigation, the state put a terminally ill child on the wait list. It purged the word wait list from state records and passed reforms intended to help many parents that would inadvertently cut off their medical benefits. We'll examine these problems and others and the state's response in the next chapter of our series.
Before Christmas, Allison Holmes and her son JJ attended a legislative meeting in Pasco County.
They're up there in the back?
The meeting was at the bottom of a flight of stairs.
There was no ramp, no elevator, no way to get down there.
I'm speaking from the back because this meeting is not wheelchair accessible.
For families navigating severe disabilities, physical barriers are routine.
It's the biggest stressor, I would say, going anywhere that we'll find somewhere to park.
That was before the state opened parking spots reserved for people with disabilities to pregnant women.
We have driven to places and then had to go home because we just cannot find space to get his ramp out.
The law's legislative sponsor said that was not her intent.
I don't want to take away from handicapped people who truly have a true physical limit in their mobility. I just wanted to help out moms.
I guess legislators should try taking me out somewhere and see how long it takes to find an accessible spot. Wild idea, right?
JJ, Allison, and other families point to other problems the state may not intend.
Good job, Ben. It's a tough pill to swallow.
For example, the legislature created a program to train parents of children with disabilities and then hire them as caregivers for their own children. But for many, it paid just enough to disqualify them and cut off their Medicaid.
It's like a catch-22. You're going to go through all the training, you're going to get one paycheck, and then you don't have Medicaid anymore. It doesn't even make sense.
It's a glitch legislators have taken steps to resolve, as thousands wait years for home-based support they qualify to receive and need.
9, 10.
Lily Halim needs help now.
Can you say your ABCs?
I can.
Yes.
No.
Please?
Okay.
She liked to dance, dress like a princess, and loved going to school.
Now I know my ABC. Oh.
Then she developed Tay-Sachs, a fatal neurological disease.
Our lives instantly shattered.
She lost the ability to walk, talk, eat, and drink.
Move this here so that she can shake properly.
A vibrating vest keeps fluid off her lungs. Doctors give Lily maybe 2 to 3 years to live. She qualified for home-based support, and the state of Florida put her on a wait list.
A 10-year wait list, and sometimes it's even longer for a terminally ill child. Arm around my neck.
Physically and financially drained, Yasmina agreed to put Lily in an institution.
And I could never imagine how I could sleep at night without my child next to me. I couldn't. It's my best friend. Off we go.
But no institution would accept her. After 3 years of waiting,
You like the weather today, Lily?
the state then approved cheaper services at home.
It's a good day today, huh?
As other families pressed to get their children out of the backlog, lawmakers passed a bill to stop calling it a wait list. They replaced references to a wait list in state records with the word pre-enrollment.
It doesn't change a thing. They applied for it, they're not getting it.
It's not pre-enrollment. It is a wait list.
Meanwhile, Florida now offers an alternative in certain parts of the state. Families exhausted by the wait can receive home-based services through private managed care. But critics fear it could cause more unintended harm.
The health insurance private sector is really not set up for long-term care. It's set up, you're sick, we get you healthier, you're good to go.
JJ has experienced private managed care for his medical needs. He's skeptical about how it will handle his daily living requirements.
Rides simply don't show up.
His family booked rides for medical appointments, and out of 40 rides booked, 34 failed to arrive.
Every single time they sent a reply back saying your grievance has been resolved, and every single time the next ride didn't show up.
There we go.
Dana Rogers also relies on private managed medical care for her son's nursing support.
I've done everything I can think of, talked to everybody I can think of, done everything I can to just get some help. Can you tell them bye? Go out to the car.
Her son Mayek is nonverbal, incontinent, has lesions on his heart and brain, and severe medication-resistant seizures.
He just rolls into 4 or 5 different seizures in like a 4-minute span. 2 and 3 emergency room visits a week, or somebody's not there to administer rescue meds if needed, he'll die.
He also has severe behavioral disorders.
No, sir. We're not gonna throw things. He likes to throw things, harm himself, harm other people. Ready?
Medicaid's managed care program reduced Mayek's access to home health nurses and then cut all nursing support.
I appealed it and they took away all his hours. He had no nursing services, said he didn't qualify for any.
FSU professors helped her appeal and regain the nursing support, but with no guarantees it will stay.
Well, no, because they only approve your services for 60 days. So every 60 days, I'm in danger of losing those hours again.
That's for medical support, not home services to address Mayek's behavioral problems. He's still in the state wait list for that. And when Dana filed a crisis claim to try to get him immediate enrollment, the state denied it on grounds Mayek is not homeless, among other things.
They said in the end that Mayek doesn't qualify because there's services in the community that I still have access to.
For example, the denial letter cites PPEC observation. That's extended care in a center for medically fragile children that Dana has already explored.
Mayek was trying to bite them. He was throwing toys at them. He was hitting the staff. He will pull on their feeding tubes. He will knock them over, not because he wants to hurt them, but because he wants out.
Meanwhile, Florida's Agency for Persons with Disabilities is reducing the wait list for others. But the nonprofit group Disability Rights Florida questions the process and the results.
I think folks haven't realized yet that they've been removed from that wait list.
The state sent more than 5,000 letters offering home-based services, with an unknown number going to an incorrect address.
If they don't respond, they can be removed from the wait list.
By 2026, the response rate was 19%.
These letters are not making it where they're intended to go.
She said children were also disqualified for receiving other services that do not meet their full needs.
So those removals, we believe, are improper.
And those who receive and accept an offer must find a support coordinator before services begin.
And there is an extreme shortage of support coordination. You get a letter, now you don't have a support coordinator who has room on their caseload for you. Oh, that could take probably a good year, at least.
Representative Allison Tant knows more about these problems than she ever cared to learn.
Those early years in particular were rough, just rough.
She has an adult son with developmental disabilities who has also been denied.
It's as if you're being kicked over a cliff and you're on a free fall.
Representative Tant is encouraged by recent changes in leadership at the Agency for Persons with Disabilities. The agency did not grant our interview request. Advocates say they will keep pushing for more support as struggling families continue to suffer.
And then I just sat there in silence on the floor, just rocking back and forth, silently crying. No. And because the state of Florida won't give me the help and services I need. And that's what has to happen.